Dr. Greer, you mentioned 25-mile wide craft.
26.
26-mile wide craft, and you mentioned that you believe the military-industrial complex has a program of shooting them down. Have we shot down one that big, in your opinion, or from your witnesses?
To my knowledge, those have not been targeted. We do have witnesses, and there is a number of testimonies from pilots where attempts to target and bring them down have occurred. And I think that we have to understand that $2.3 trillion in unaccounted funds in the military-industrial complex have resulted in some very strange things going on. I call it this strange Lovian complex, where there are folks who are doing things without proper oversight from the Congress or the President that are really a threat to our national security. The briefing I did for the head of the Defense Intelligence Agency, General Patrick Hughes, really focused on this, and I have never spoken of this publicly until now. But the big concern is that there was a cabal or a deep national security operation of which he knew nothing and did not control, that was doing some rather dangerous things that could endanger not only our nation but the world. And I think this is an existential threat to not only world peace, and I think we have to start thinking not just of world peace but of interplanetary relations and universal peace. But to get more specific, there are portable EMP, electromagnetic pulse systems, and others that involve scalar or longitudinal waves that are, as opposed to a light wave that moves like this, or longitudinal, that have been weaponized. And as Werner von Braun stated in the last years of his life through our disclosure project witness, Carol Rosen, that these sort of technologies were being deployed into space and should not be. Moreover, there's a number of false flag operations that have happened, as was referred to in Gulf Breeze, where there have been objects that appear to be ET that aren't, and contact events that appear to be alien that aren't. And these include the manufacture at EG&G near the Nellis Range of a number of implants. As you know from our witness, Mr. Powlick, who worked with the CIA, they were manufacturing up to 2 billion of these in the 70s and 80s. This interview is on YouTube. There's a number of things I have not had time to go into that I really do believe are an existential threat to our planet.
And I wish we had time to go into them
yes,
now.
Right.
Dr. Greer, you mentioned 25-mile wide craft.
26.
26-mile wide craft, and you mentioned that you believe the military-industrial complex has a program of shooting them down. Have we shot down one that big, in your opinion, or from your witnesses?
To my knowledge, those have not been targeted. We do have witnesses, and there is a number of testimonies from pilots where attempts to target and bring them down have occurred. And I think that we have to understand